So what are we doing?
Okay, now that we're finally here, now that we're finally live, and everyone's retweeted shit. How is everyone? How is it going, everyone? Welcome to a Devil May Cry 5 spoiler cast. Anyways, I only have.
I can't believe Dante died at the end.
Oh yeah, I
I
can't
have
believe
no
it.
idea what I'm doing.
I can't believe Dante's died at the end either. Either way,
What the fuck?
let's just go ahead and introduce yourselves. Starting from I guess you could kind of go in whatever order, but you don't know who I am, Sonic Kick, and yeah, everyone else, please introduce yourselves in a nice, orderly fashion.
No one says anything.
Alright, hello, I'm Joey. I got invited in. I'm very happy to be here.
And I am Hyena, the only and one friendly neighborhood hyena.
My name is Killer Delusionary, and I make videos of games. No, I'm Delusionary Killer. That's
Yeah.
that's good.
DK, my man.
DK, my boy, we haven't talked in a while. I've been on a podcast, so I wanted to, because kind of since I'm doing kind of this my own thing, I decided yeah, I think you'll be a good choice for this.
Oh, I'm thankful.
Anyways, sorry for that stretch. I'm going to go ahead and start off with, first of all, how much of the game have you played?
Well, I'm still on Devil Hunter, going on my third playthrough, because I need to make all the bosses my toys before I move into Son of Sparta. So, what? How many hours does that make? Hell if I know.
I'm on mission 12 and Dante must die.
I'd say I played through the game once. It was kind of a bad playthrough because the first half was laggy as hell on my computer, and then I managed to tweak some things and it works now pretty well. But yesterday I beat SOS by killing Urizen the first mission, and then now I'm on DMD mission 3.
Wait, you can do
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, if
Yeah, you
beat
can. I did it today.
I know you can beat yours in, but if you do it on
Yeah, it counts as beating the game, yeah. So it unlocks the next difficulty up.
Well, shit, there's some spoilers I didn't know. But anyways.
Well, now you know. Now
I-
you need to beat your reason in the prologue.
Was it? It's really good if you do it on Heaven or Hell, because there's completion bonuses on that difficulty that are really good.
Wait, no fucking way.
Yeah. So it's like
Well,
they
you know what I'm doing.
Anyway, okay. But anyway, I think I haven't said my part, but I've beaten the game twice already. I did it on Devil Hunter, first playthrough, Son of Sparta, the second one, with all my post-game stuff. And I'm gonna go on Dante Must Die, but I'm also scared to do it, because y'all know how DMD is, and I'm just like, oh, fucking shit. So
Just do what I do. Keep playing on a lower difficulty and make everyone your bitch.
Sonic, you're on console, right?
Oh yeah, I'm on console, PS4.
You should stream it. Dante Must Die.
That stream would probably take a full 24 hours, and I'd be failing all my classes.
Yeah, probably not then yet.
But yeah, I couldn't believe that yet. Overall, since this moves on to next question, personally I did like the story of Devil May Cry 5. I thought the story progressed in a really nice way in comparison to into the other games. Like, for example, DMC4 was, I wouldn't say it's all over the place, but basically it's oh hey, here's the Nero part and here's the Dante part. Play as Nero for these last levels. And there's the game. But I do like how it kind of the campaign kind of mixed it up in regards to hey, you're playing as Nero. Okay, here's this new character V. We'll just we'll cycle between them, and basically, okay, midway point you play as Dante, and you just go on from there. Dante, then Nero V, Dante, and what have you. And of course, you would know Nero, of course. But I personally think story-wise, I really enjoyed it. What about you guys?
I really enjoyed the story. I felt very pandered to.
Yeah.
Was it first time you see Dante in his own level? The first cutscene references the anime.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Morrison shows up? It mentions Patty. There's other stuff in it as well. Like I like the interactions Nero has with like Nico and V, like all over the game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like how defensive V is of Nero.
I never really, I didn't really catch up on that until like much later for some reason. I was
Me
more,
neither.
Yeah.
Dude, he's so apologetic to Dante when he brings up Nero's there.
Yeah, you were right about that. Especially during like, he's like, yeah, I brought Nero here, and then he's like, hey, leave Nero out of this. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry I did that, but I was kind of desperate, so I did what I could, because I'm a sissy. He really is, though.
Yeah, he really fucking, he kind of really is, but I actually kind of liked V as a character in the same way, because, well, I liked him for the until the halfway point, until they, I want to get into it later, but like basically I liked him at the half, then again, this is a spoiler cast, let's just do it. I liked him at the halfway point until they revealed who he actually was, because I kind of like, I'm okay, I'm mostly okay with him being, you know, Virgil's human side, but I'm also like, I feel like these are like the only characters that exist in the world, and like V was shafted as a character in regards to that, you know? I still like the characters, but I'm like, I kind of wish he was kind of more in relation to Mundus rather in relation to Virgil and Nelangelo and what have you, you know?
And I only wanted a demon summoner. Like, make this reality. We need this. We need this shit. Just don't just shout the character that we learned
Dude, like
to love.
that entire playstyle is gone now.
Yeah, we can't have another unless they actually make someone else. And I'm gonna guess with completely different demons, since apparently those other demons don't actually exist anymore.
Actually, I know that this morning on Twitter, I think they were sharing around. They originally had concept art of V being a woman, if I'm aware.
Okay.
Which I'm just, which Hyena probably would have gotten a kick out of that, but not.
What do you mean? I like my men.
Oh, well, I would have gotten a kick out of that either way, but I was also like, man,
You're a man. That's why.
Shit.
Dude, if you play as a man, you should only want to play as male characters. That's the rules.
Shit.
What the fuck is that rule?
I just became sexist.
It's a bad one.
It hasn't even been 10 minutes into the spoiler cast, and I just did something really sexist. I'm very sorry, everyone. I'm a gamer.
When's the V mod where all of his fucking lines turn into fucking gangweed memes?
What the
I'm
like
pretty sure.
Virgil, no, Nero, we should split up. Bottom text. Just walks off.
Bottom text.
I'm pretty sure.
The conversation devolved.
Yeah, someone's gonna make that either way. But I was saying V, like saw V as being concept, like basically there was concept art of V being a woman. So I wouldn't be surprised if V was considered as a different character, but they decided later on, like, yeah, we'll put him as like, or like later on or earlier into the development, they're like, yeah, we gotta have him. We want to bring back Virgil in this way, in this interesting way, and what have you, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought it was kind of interesting, but I was also but I'm also like, this is channeling Kingdom Hearts in a way, so I'm like,
do any of you know what the heaven and hell reward is for beating the game?
don't you get to like
You get to play V with Virgil's model.
That's actually with Virgil's model?
Yeah, with like Virgil.
Not the EX costume, but just Virgil's model? Huh.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's weird.
Like he doesn't play like Virgil. It's just V with Virgil's model.
Okay. That's more.
Virgil just decided to do what V does best. For no fucking reason.
Because I know I saw images of basically you can switch Virgil, like you can switch Virgil back to his like original costume of aware. I don't know which unlock is that, but yeah.
What was it? Someone found by using cheat engine in the PC version, you can hack Virgil in. Like there is a playable Virgil in the game.
Ah, okay.
But he's only got like just the basic Yamato moveset without any upgrades brought into it.
So that's
So pretty like any of the attacks that the boss used essentially.
I'm guessing they're gonna probably implement that later into like the Bloody Palace update, or yeah, like implement actual Virgil later. But other than that, DK, did you have any thoughts on the story?
I had mixed thoughts on it. I didn't expect much from the story. It was very predictable. I knew what was gonna happen, and after the last trailer, I definitely knew what was gonna happen. But it was, I guess, it was almost on par to the DMC3 story. But I never really found the Devil May Cry series to have a strong story.
That makes sense.
It was, I liked some of the characters, but I think in this game it got too fan servicey. And I appreciate fan service. It's just that I don't appreciate it when it's done wrong.
And you felt like in some cases it was done wrong here.
Yeah.
I can understand that because I felt it was. I did feel it was also. I was mentioning like it was kind of more fan servicey toward like Virgil shafting V as a character and what have you, and what else? And
We should have been his own man.
I feel like he should have been his own man because I'm like we're probably like I said we're not probably gonna have that playstyle anymore, you know.
Yeah. Unless we get DMC6 and featuring Demi Fiend from the Shin Megami Tensei series, now with fists and Shin Megami Tensei demons.
I would actually kind of like that.
I would like that. We need this shit.
Dude, I remember people getting like really big on that theory. Like is V the guy from the Shin Megami Tensei game 10 years old?
I was like, Jesus Christ, no. That's not how this works.
But I felt it didn't have like this. I still feel that 3 was the stronger story, but it was definitely more stronger than like 4. In a way, 1 cause
Yeah.
in a way 1 also because I feel like one it alludes to 1 a lot more. It gives a lot more context in regards to that. But yeah, there's something I was thinking about, but
Dude, I want to be so thankful that there's no character-specific style adjudications.
explain.
Like, remember in DMC, like, 4, there'd be, like, the statues that you've got to get a certain star rank on.
Oh,
But when you first play as
yeah.
Nero,
I
there's, like, a
didn't
bunch
even
of...
notice that we didn't actually have any combat educators.
Yeah, like, the only sort of one in general is, like, the orb statues, which now sort of act like them.
Mhm.
Like, do this much damage or else you don't even get, like, all the orbs.
Yeah.
I
So
kind of
basically, they kind of fused them together.
Yeah.
the only
But I liked the combat educators. Am I the only one?
No, I really like them.
I like them as Nero as Dante. It would take me a bit of longer time, but I
You
remember.
just suck, that's why.
Shut up. Okay, look.
Okay, I'll shut up.
No,
V,
no,
I
no.
want this blue orb fragment. Nightmare.
Literally just spawns Nightmare as smoking sexy style almost immediately.
Oh my god.
But what was it? I think I didn't like how the educators in DMC3. I'm like basically the Navon one took me a fuck ass long time if you remember during our playthrough because I had to like
Don't mention it.
it took like 5 to 10 minutes if I'm aware. I can't even remember, but it took way too long. But some things I felt were like some things were removed like in regards to like basic DMC style because like linearity kind of plays I wouldn't say plays a key feature here, but it's more linear, but it's more to like I liked it that way because it's more of just battle rather than battle, okay, platform across this. It'd be like and if there was a platforming section, it'd be like really short and you would get to the action almost immediately, you know?
Pretty much. I like to have fights. And the only break I need during a fight is, well, running around and actually doing a little bit of exploring and maybe grabbing some blood on the way, you know?
Mm.
That's how I like it.
The other way was like, I know DSP didn't like it because he was like, man, God of War lets you explore all the way, but in Devil May Cry, it's all about battling and battling and battling. And I'm like, yeah, that's Devil May Cry though.
Welcome to Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
I can't wait to live in Bloody Palace for the next 10 years again.
Dude, same.
Dude,
Dude, same.
I like that was the thing when it came to like any Devil May Cry game. Like, man, I can't wait to play this game for the next 10 years.
Oh, what was it? Have you seen all the reactions to the Bloody Palace trailer where they were like, "Oh, the timer."
Jesus.
I haven't seen any of the, like the timer memes, but hopefully they do let you turn it off, like in that game definitive edition.
Yeah,
'Cause-
because I can understand the gripes that some people just don't like to have being like rushed, especially if you're trying to actually do some fancy fucking shit that does like no damage.
Mhm.
So it's not really fun to be like, well, I'm trying to do some shit here, but the game doesn't allow me because I'm in a fucking hurry here.
Yeah, I guess
I don't care myself.
Oh man, I forgot to do this. So yeah, I should have just done this. I should have just had this from the beginning. I forgot to switch the actual title of the fucking of the instead of it saying DMC5 spoiler cast, it now says that long ass title we made.
Oh my
Cool.
god.
Since we're already just yeah. Anyways, fuck.
Even before we get banned off of Twitch for spoilers.
Oh shit.
Imagine.
No.
I did put a spoilers ahead tag on the live stream either way, but yeah.
Next question?
Yeah,
Question mark?
Yes, I was trying to move on to that. And this is for mostly everyone, of course, but would you like to see DMC go with its realistic art style or return to the anime/gothic art style of DMC4?
I want it to look like Ultimate Spider-Man. Don't at me.
What? I think it's fine as it is right now. Like, it's fine. I do enjoy both styles. Like, I don't care that much. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
DK, answer the question.
I enjoy both styles, but like they made a lot of effort to make it look as realistic as possible, and in some cases they sacrifice some gameplay aspects. And I think that if they're gonna do that, I much prefer a more unrealistic style of game.
Probably if they keep fucking it up, because at least for me, it kind of pissed off that they had to make the animation so detailed and actually like allow them to play out, and you don't actually give a choice on that you could you know go crazy as we usually do.
I feel like I like the realistic art style, and I love how Devil May Cry looks in the Aria engine. Like I freaking love it. I love like how every face like it's almost lifelike in how detailed it is, and I'm just like, oh shit, this is awesome. But I'm also like, man, when I first saw the reveal for DMC5, I had no idea that was a Devil May Cry game. So it was different, but and it looked like DMC but better. But I also I kind of do like the anime look of it. The more gothic anime-esque approach of the DMC4 too. That I want to.
The thing is, according to interviews, DMC4 was them trying to be like photorealistic at the time.
Oh right, that's true.
Interesting.
Because
they all just became cute anime people.
They're just so anime. Even be realistic, they look like anime.
Oh my god.
That is I keep forgetting about that, but also yeah, I really hope that basically what DK was saying, if they do go down this route, I want them to figure out a way that the gameplay won't suffer too bad because of it. I don't want them to basically say, oh, this looks realistic, but it's also this animation looks unrealistic, but it's so let's change it up. Let's change up 40 or 60 frames of it to make it look realistic, and so we don't get what happened to New God of War, in my opinion.
Yeah, I find it funny though with these realistic animations. The animation when you fail to do the the rocket punch for Nero.
Yeah.
If you fail to do that, the animation is actually from a outtake from when they were trying to make Nero do it properly.
Yeah.
So the animation when Nero can fall off the rocket arm is actually from a failed take of him doing the rocket arm launch.
That was in that interview they posted on the channel the other day, if I'm aware, right? Man, everyone's typing, but I guess since that's out the way,
Yeah.
let's try the question of co-op. So, have you tried co-op with a friend? First of all.
Yes.
We tried today.
Yeah, Hyena and I tried today. What about you, DK?
Yeah, I tried it 3 days ago with 2 people that I know.
Wow, that's so vague.
Yeah. Well, it was a mission. I forgot what is the mission where you have Dante, Virgil, and Nero, the gang, the squad up, and
Let me check. The game is on for me.
Mission 13, 3 warriors, right? Yeah.
Yep, it is.
Yeah. And so we got in there. I was playing with one guy is called Zero May Cry, and another one is called Juno, and we play there. And they both like make DMC content or streams, so you can check them out if you want.
Okay, let's have a look.
I,
The thing is, like, it's probably going to be hard typing in Zero May Cry because that's like the iconic MVC3 team.
Yeah, it's Zero May Cry 9, I think. I don't know. He's on.
Okay,
he's
yeah,
been
there
around.
we go.
he's the ninth. He's the ninth member of Zero May Cry. I don't fucking know. But I was saying, if so, what do you think about it, and what could be used to improve on it? Whether it's in a patch or a future title.
Say that again.
What do you think about co-op, and what do you think it can be? How do you think it can be improved on, say, in a patch or a new title?
Well, here we go.
Allow
then.
you to rig it. Allow you to rig it. Like, I don't care. I don't want to be paired up with underscore Sephiroth 96. I want to be paired up with my friend.
Well, obviously, I mean, I think it's fine in the campaign that it basically gets random people since the interaction is very minimal, especially when you basically just see other people on the other side of something, so they don't really like get to do shit together. But then there's like the other places where you actually can have a chance of going all out. It's kind of sad when you just can't get in with your friends, you know, all the time. So that's why I just basically the campaign can stay like this. But my god, if Bloody Palace doesn't have an co-op and an invite system, I'm gonna be pissed because the co-op is so much fun when you actually get to do it with other people, especially people you fucking know.
Yeah, I agree. What were you saying,
Dude?
Jim?
Imagine if Bloody Palace was random, so you can feel like you won floors on by accident because you just got someone who was really good at that particular floor, who essentially won it for you.
I keep seeing people dying, so I'm just gonna sit back and be like, I'm going alone now.
Oh yeah. Shout out to that one V player who on Dante Must Die left me to fight all of the Angelos in Mission 7. They were really epic. They were all devil triggered. Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah, that could be problematic.
All Angelos, devil trigger. V, this isn't how it's written. V has left the room.
I'm fighting for my life here.
I'm fighting for my life. Dude, was it the really big Angelo, like the main one?
Uh-huh.
When he devil triggers, he has more health than bosses, I swear to God.
Holy shit.
Like, I did, like, the level 3 XC drop move, like, 4 times. Like, you know, the back one?
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't get launched by it. His health didn't even drop, like, on the health bar thing.
Yeah.
Oh my.
God.
Well,
He's
a nightmare.
Like, who'd win? Gilgamesh on Dante Must Die? Or this guy in health?
No, I think Virgil and Heaven or Hell would have win. No matter what.
Oh yeah, get hype for Gilgamesh on Dante Must Die. He's a very beefy boy.
Oh no.
Beefy boy.
I don't
Oh.
like that boss at all.
That could be actually a good topic. What do you think? What do you think of the bosses? Like, who are your
Bosses
favorites,
were,
least favorites, what have you?
My favorite boss is obviously Virgil. I would have preferred if they changed him up a bit and added a few new things, but I haven't played him on DMD. Everything changes on DMD, so I'm not gonna take all of my opinions with a grain of salt. Based on what I played on Double Hunter, I'd say Virgil, maybe Artemis. Let me think of maybe Goliath. I'm thinking of there has to be some boss out there that I don't know. I think the rest were kind of or shit. I think Garyon might have been fun if I was playing as Zanta instead of V. Maybe.
I didn't like King Cerberus.
King Cerberus felt really fucking hard. And I kind of hated that, but I'm also like, this challenge is good, but I'm also like, man, fuck.
I feel like a lot of bosses were, for me, they were very meh, or they felt like They felt like playing against Burial in a way, or like maybe slightly more aggressive Burial.
Yeah, that's a good way to say it, because they all like they'll either lose to enemy step entirely.
Yeah, like
Or-
Goliath.
And even with enemy stuff, they're not exactly the most enjoyable. But I'd say Virgil's probably the more fun boss. But I guess it's always like when characters are almost your size, or like as like maybe a similar skill set, where they're kind of like chasing after you, and you can launch them, and you can sort of parry them, and they parry you. That sort of stuff is enjoyable. But when they're like big ass punching bags that sometimes hit you back, that's kind of different.
Yeah.
Have you? Oh shit! I interrupted you. Hyena. Go on. I'm sorry.
Well, for me, obviously, we got a lot of practice with Goliath in the demo. I think like Goliath is basically like he's fine. Like he's fine. You can do some jump canceling. You can do, and he becomes aggressive when he gets to a certain point and whatnot. And not to mention, there's still people struggling against him. So I think he's still like newbie friendly, sort of. People
Yeah.
still get destroyed, but we will just slam dunk him.
Yeah.
While then the other bosses, I really like what Elder Garion looks like, but I don't really enjoy the fight that much because I'm basically trying to still figure out that what is the best time to actually do proper combos, because most of the time I don't even see Shadow anywhere. Like, I don't even see him, so I don't actually know what the fuck Shadow is doing. And that
Wow.
pisses me off because he just has to go and chase down the fucking horse.
Oh yeah, I had a horrible experience with that boss on Dante Must Die. Shadow just kept returning. Like, enemy there, go.
Here.
Okay.
No, pet me. I can't do that. I can't do that unless you're dead. Okay, dies.
No, it was
Just
like it
go
was
back
really
to the
annoying.
norm.
Like if the horse moved at all, Shadow would just return.
Well, anyway, I'll continue.
Yeah.
And while I do enjoy Cavalier Angelo, I do find hitting his shield was the most weak shit ever. Like, it doesn't give that sort of feeling that I would enjoy by actually, like, hitting a
Right.
shield. I get that feeling more from Kratos, because I actually,
Yeah.
like, get a proper knockback and whatnot. Like, I know that I shouldn't be hitting him like this, or something like that, but the shield is just weak! And
On
I
that
don't
note,
understand Cavalier Angelo's behavior when he's close to death. He becomes super annoying because he just like spams the fucking shield. Like, well, what am I supposed to do now?
I love the clips where it's just V using his cane to parry the Angelo over and over again.
Yeah, I like that
I
too.
forgot to mention Cavalier. Cavalier was pretty good too.
I will admit, like
Virgil Cavalier, pretty good.
my favorite bosses included were Cavalier and a lot of my favorite bosses were Cavalier Angelo, and a good amount of I actually liked the boss in Mission 3. I kind of did like it's annoying to to do it as V, but like as Nero I really did enjoy that one because it keeps you in the air, and that Buster is so fucking cool because you get to rev your sword right into there.
Yeah.
What was the Mission 3 boss?
That was the I can't remember what the name was, but it was basically it was
Like I thought Mission 3
Artemis?
was
the flying one, the flying one.
Artemis.
Artemis.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
it's the
Artemis
same
was
name
okay.
as Dante's demonic gun from 3, so.
Yeah. Artemis and Gilgamesh are in this game.
I
It has
see.
actual demons.
Gilgamesh
But
was
they're
a
not
good
real
one.
demons because both are, well, Gilgamesh is just metal and. Well, Artemis is actually just a gun made by some guy.
Huh.
Demon guy.
I never noticed those were like I kind of figured Gilgamesh was a DMC4 reference, but also like so this is probably how they would implemented it. That's interesting.
Yeah, Gilgamesh is just metal, so I'm like, well, someone made Gilgamesh then, because they just basically used the metal and they were like, okay, so this thing's name, this new weapon I made, it's gonna be called Gilgamesh, but that's literally the metal's name. What's wrong with you? You don't know how to name
Dude.
shit.
Dude, imagine if a Bloody Palace floor 101 is Lucifer. Just spamming
Oh
the
my
ecstasy
God.
spams the ecstasy arrows everywhere.
It's just like the level 100 is just DMC4 Dante with Lucifer. But back on, I think Swan was saying in chat like how Keith Cerberus was kind of disappointing. It's more of I
Yeah.
like the boss, but and like I like in quotes. But the problem was everything that set up to it. Like I'm fine with getting Cerberus. I love the weapon, but the problem was in the cutscene. You know, you hear the original Cerberus like an allusion to the Cerberus theme from DMC3, like you got nothing and nothing's got you, right?
Yep,
you hear it in the
pretty much.
cutscene, and then when you get to the actual game and hear the theme that they chose for it, it's fucking dubstep and going boom, boom, boom.
I mean,
boom,
it was
boom.
so disappointing. Like, I was at least expecting something more hype, but even the boss kind of let down. Like, actually, I need to ask this question. Does Cerberus, when he's in fire mode, actually do anything but just try to bite you and, you know, charge at you and claw you? Like, is there
yes,
anything actually
did.
related to fire?
Yes, he does a fire AoE attack and then he shit talks Burial while he does it.
Yep.
He does an fire AoE attack. When does he does that? I never seen this. He only does the AoE attacks when
Son of
he's
Sparta.
changing.
I think Son of Sparta actually.
Why is he so lame? Like I'm getting killed by him when he's in fire mode because he just keeps running at me. I'm like, I have no idea what I actually want to do in this situation because he's just running around.
I went down and used a gold orb. Sue me.
Well, first time I did the boss, I got an achievement. I was wondering, what did I get this achievement for? And then, when I went on Discord after, there was a guy complaining that he didn't realize how to get the same achievement that I got. And it was to beat the boss without using Sin Devil Trigger.
Fuck.
Okay.
Fuck. Well,
Well, the thing is, it doesn't explicitly say Sin Devil Trigger. It says to tame the beast without brute forcing it.
Brute forcing it, okay.
They knew
Dude,
people were gonna go. Yeah, fuck.
Dude,
yeah,
I
fuck
call
this.
baiting out. I call baiting out the AOE so I can then use the double rocket launcher, brute forcing it.
That boss was interesting. Well, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that boss. Maybe I would have to play him more. One thing is, I can only really like explain things that bother me.
Right.
Kind of like the easiest thing to see.
Well,
It's
I
like
still
when you-
need to get used to Cerberus. I
Like
do some like stuff already, like considering that his weakness literally is that just start smacking the head that is currently in control, so then he will daze up and then you can actually do something. You know, that's
No.
his weakness.
How I would have made the boss better was, they would like talk about how they were making the boss fights more dynamic with what Goliath. What should have happened was the fight should have started in the fire mode. You do a third of his health, then he goes into the electric mode, and then it would end the fight on the ice mode where the arena changes. He now has the heads with the ice encasing to stop you from hitting them.
Yeah.
So instead of him just like constantly swapping over and over, it should have been so each one's a different phase of the fight. The first you have to deal with
That or
him
he
being
could have
more.
actually used everything at the same time. Like,
Yeah, or like
I was
every-
actually like, they need to actually do a fucking change here.
But dude, the weapon when you get it is the god.
Yeah.
It is very godly.
Dude, what if we took the first weapon from DMC3, but then we gave it Agni and Rudra moves, and we gave it Nevan moves?
Yeah, that weapon was just an entire DMC3 reference, which I loved.
Well, it was my favorite weapon, so I was just happy to have it. Now decked up with more things.
What was the other
Sudden quietness.
Oh, I was thinking of Virgil. God, like I wanted to say something about Virgil because when we first got to Virgil, right? I'm like, I loved it because I was like, yeah, I'm dodging all his moves, and it was funny because I was like, yeah, I know you, Virgil. I played DMC3. I've memorized you. Then he's like, yeah, Lamau, let me go double trigger. And
Everyone ganks until Virgil starts flying.
He's like, let me go double trigger. Oh shit, I'm dying. Fuck.
I still have some trouble with Virgil. I can royal guard his moves and all that, but I seem to have a problem royal releasing when he's actually flying. I did it once, but now I can't do it, and I have no idea what I'm doing wrong.
There was
I think you need a certain amount of meter for it to work. I think you need.
But I was full. I was full and it didn't work. I was like, Like, am I really that dumb that in my first time doing it, I can do it no problem, but when I try to do it again, it just doesn't work? Like, am I that dumb? What's wrong with me?
I fought Virgil and I had a lot of difficulty with him. He reminded me a lot like like DMC3 Virgil and DMC Devil May Cry Virgil in some instances because they shared similar attacks. But like when I try to roll block, for example, his judgment cuts,
Mm-hmm.
they hit a lot earlier than you would expect them to hit. Because
Yeah.
Yeah.
in DMC3, the orb appears, but you have to wait a little bit so that the slash happens and then you block it. But
I was
this one,
so
as soon as
thrown
the orb
off by
appears,
that, by the way, because I was also in the mode that, well, I have to wait a little more, but I was like, fuck the fuck, when it actually hit.
Was it one detail about that animation that makes it easier to block is you can see like the actual cut make its way over to you if you look at the ground.
oh,
Like
yeah.
there's like an actual
That was
dust
a
trail
neat
raising
detail.
up. There's like an actual dust trail like rising up.
I hate how.
Like- Once it comes to you is when you actually block it. But then he does it when he's right on top of you, and it's like, oh god, oh fuck.
Oh god, oh fuck, oh god, oh fuck. Yeah, because like if you just keep dodge rolling, if you do it on top of you, you'll just start jumping, and then your momentum is like stopped, and you're like, oh god, oh fuck, oh god, oh fuck. But
You're going down.
I hate on I liked and hated on how in Son of Sparta, if Virgil catches you in the air, you eat a full combo. He literally just
If you devil trigger out, you tech it.
yeah, you tech it, but then if you don't have devil triggered, you're just and then like he does a stinger at you or like his his forward or whatever. He'll just like I'm gonna launch you in the air. Here's this full combo, eat it.
Oh, actually, there's a weird detail on Virgil. When you fight him on Devil Hunter, when he does that the stinger sort of slash move, it actually is active quicker than on Son of Sparta. Like the actual timing is different because when he does on Son of Sparta, he does it and then he does like the follow up.
Yes.
Like the actual timing on that first hit is different on Devil Hunter. Like you actually have to do it a lot earlier. Because I was trying to get. Because was it? I took a break between between both Virgil fights, so I didn't get the achievement first try. So I went to go get it again after I beat him on Son of Sparta. It was like, okay, let's do it. Wait a minute, that's not the timing. Excuse me. Hello.
I did get that achievement when I first beat it. Not when I first played it, because every single time I died, I did retry mission, and it was like a full hour of me fighting Virgil. And I did that even on Son of Sparta because I was just like, god damn.
Huh.
But-
Insanity.
I actually, but speaking of bosses, I personally prefer fighting Virgil as Nero. And Devil Hunter, yes, it's easy, but like on Son of Sparta, I felt more challenged, and I kind of knew what I was doing and how to because I made Nero, but at the same time, I'm like, I kind of knew not really what to do, but like how to avoid a lot of the shit.
Dude,
That I
have you seen the scam you can do? Have you seen the scam you can do to Virgil as Nero?
What I probably have not.
When Virgil first goes on his leg, it's there so you've got infinite as much time as you want to buster him. So you just get out your which one is it? The Overture? Is that what it's called? The one that does like the electric hand?
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
You-
Overture.
Yeah, you can stab him with 6 of the Overture bombs, and then buster him.
No fucking way!
Well,
then when Nero
time
stabs
to
him-
whip out overtures.
And then when Nero stabs him, all 6 go off, and his health just goes.
I gotta fucking try that. I gotta
You
fucking
can
try
Me
that.
too.
literally-
I'll have to do that.
You can literally kill Virgil right as the first buster given buster happens with it.
And this is on
It's so
Son of
beautiful.
Sparta or DMD?
No, on Son of Sparta, he has like a third of his health left.
Okay. What about DMD?
He has half his health left.
Okay, gotcha. But let's see. So other than that, speaking of Virgils and all bosses, what did you guys think about the music in the game? Because there's a different composer compared to like what we had fucking 10 years ago. We have we have like of course different battle themes done by like American artists and composition by like more American stuff rather than having then again Studio HD, I don't know if he's American or not, but all that, and Shibita's not really doing stuff for it. Devil May Cry, I'm not aware, but basically the music is different. But what did you think about it?
I liked V's theme the more I listened to it, but I'd never give Dante's theme the chance. Like, I immediately swapped it to Public Enemy.
I see.
Well, for me, I absolutely love Devil Trigger, and I enjoy V's theme, and well, I don't really listen to Dante's theme. I sort of ignore it as I'm focusing more on the enemy than the song. I do sort of think that some of the other songs in the game, they're kind of weak in a sense, but at the same time, there's also some really good shit in them, but at the same time, they're kind of weak.
Mm-hmm. What about...
I didn't like the themes for any of the characters. I liked well, and also I didn't exactly hate them either. I just didn't care for them. I probably hated. Nah. Yeah, I heard Double Trigger so much since the announcement of the game that I was just like, I don't want to hear this ever again.
That's sad.
It's like Taste of Blood 2.0. But outside of like the actual themes for each character, I like the background ambience that you go with different areas, and I think some of the boss themes were pretty. So everything else was good besides the character themes for me, anyways.
Was it? I want to just say my favorite song in the game is Nero versus Virgil, but before the Devil Trigger part kicks in, like just the violin.
Okay.
I actually...
That is amazing.
I wanted to touch on that because I really like both parts of it because, you know, big ass Devil Trigger fan, but also like I really felt the violin really fit with the mood and the theme of the fight, especially with like the first whenever Nero says he's like Nero and Virgil's like first interaction in that fight, they're like, this has nothing to do with you, and Nero's like, it has everything to do with me, and pretty fucking
Great.
it has that's a pretty hype ass moment, and I'm just like, yeah. But
A lot of that shit in that fight is hype. Don't question it. It just happens.
I am glad that Subhuman got a fucking better vocalist. Because I prefer Michael Barr's vocals over Eddie Hermana's like in the original cut. Because y'all remember how much of a controversy that caused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you still get views on that video?
I actually unlisted it just because I was just like, I just apologized to Cody Matthew Johnson just for the video, like, yo, I know you had some shit, but like, we cool, right? And he's like, I guess. But it's more I do like it, Subhuman kind of grew on me. Like the song itself grew on me. Like I like Christmas Cloud for the first moment I heard it. Devil Trigger, oh yeah. But Subhuman was like that song that kind of grew on me. So to the point where I'm like, I was playing DX2 and it's Shin Megami Tensei app, the mobile app, which actually has a Devil May Cry 5 crossover going on. And when Subhuman came on, I was like, okay, yeah, sure. You cannot kill me.
Yeah, you can tell how long they planned that event because it still uses the original Subhuman.
No, it actually uses Michael Barr's vocals.
Does it?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I noticed a difference, but what was it? Yeah, other themes I really like the Calaver Angelos theme. If you when is Tony? I need to upload that. But Calaver Angelos theme, I started listening to it and I was like, oh hot damn, this is fucking fire. And then of course you have the remix of Psycho Siren that played in Mission 18, which I really loved.
Those remixes were pretty nice. But still a bit weak. I wanted a strong Nightmare theme. Get that mental machine going, baby!
When Nightmare's theme remix starts playing. Oh, yeah.
Yee!
Here come the sirens.
But of course the other, like, V's boss themes I tried to pay attention to, but I think I liked them, period. But I remember
I did enjoy both the the Nidhogg one and the Elder Garion one. I did enjoy them a lot.
I need to listen to the Nidhogg one, but I hated that boss, I'm gonna have to admit. That's what I was thinking of. I fucking did not like Nidhogg, because I kept dying to him on Devil Hunter. And then I also...
Jesus!
Son of Sparta, I also died to him. But Greyana didn't die to until I got to Son of Sparta, because V can get really difficult in other... and higher
Sonic Kick,
difficulty.
what is this? I don't die to Nidhogg, but I die to Elder Garion.
The Elder Garion is actually harder, to be honest.
On a harder difficulty.
What is this shit?
But
Why are you fair at me at Elder Garion, but you suck at Nidhogg.
The mash works somehow.
Okay.
But but like I said, the only really shit song in the game is King Cerberus, because it's just like, who the fuck thought of this shit?
Yeah, it was pretty lame.
But yeah.
What does DK think about the boss themes?
I think you already said, right?
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
The thing is that my first playthrough, I wasn't. I guess I needed to put the music volume a little bit higher than everything else because I didn't get to hear it as well.
Huh, maybe I should do the same.
I did
Solve my problems.
I did the same for Son of Sparta, so I can hear it. But oh yeah, one more theme. I'm also glad I didn't watch that final trailer because I was avoiding that shit like the plague. The final trailer, because they were saying, you know, spoilers and shit. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm glad I did because I didn't get, because I saw the Ava theme, the Ava cutscene in game rather than in a trailer, because I probably would have been been not really mad, but I was more happy I saw it there and at the actual game. And you had the ending theme, Legacy, sung by Ali Edwards, and I thought that was. I listened to it and I'm like, yeah, this is beautiful. I love it. But in comparison to other credits themes, I think Shall Never Surrender still takes the cake, because I've been growing. That game has been with us for like 10 years now, but Legacy.
Never Surrender from the reboot.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
Don't bring those cursed words here, Joey.
Never surrender.
Shut the fuck up.
I actually Divine Hate is. I actually like Divine Hate. I like Virgil's version of Divine Hate more actually. Yeah, you can sue me, but yeah.
Well, I'm not.
Wow, I can. Epic.
How much money does it give? Joey, let's band up and sue him together.
Let's see. Yeah, it's over. Yeah, Sonic Kick, we got the high ground.
Oh shit. Let's see. I got this Pokemon trading card online code. Let me. This card. Let me.
That's our compensation.
Let me draw these arrows right here, and it turns into an Uno red reverse card. You just got outplayed. Anyways, that was a stupid joke. Another. I think let's go ahead and move on. Aiming to have this discussion be like an hour or so, but in comparison to, we're at like 47 minutes, so we'll be fine. But in comparison to DMC4, would you actually be learning? In comparison to DMC4, would you be returning back to that, or think you should move on to DMC5 for more technical, stylish gameplay?
I'm gonna go back and forth.
I still think 4's really fun to lab.
Go ahead.
I was asking you, like, what about you?
I never play another game of a series and not expect to go back to the first couple of games. So, like with Devil May Cry, I was always gonna play DMC5 for a lot, but I was also definitely gonna play DMC3 and 4.
Yeah.
I feel like going through the Devil May Cry games is something not really every gamer should do, but a good amount should. Good amount of people should do.
Are you a gamer who only plays digital card games? You better play DMC.
No.
Because I really like, because when I did play DMC 1, then 2, then 3, and 4, and then the reboot, like, you can skip the reboot if you want, but when I played those games, I really did like going through them, especially because I feel DMC 1 is dated, but there's so much I can do to go back to it when I go back to it, because I want to try, even it's probably going to be hell, I want to try hard mode.
Oh god, Sonic, no, you will die just like I did.
I want to try it. I also want to try like with DMC3.
Please
I know
go back to normal mode first, then try hard mode.
With
Don't go straight into hard mode.
Dude, I played Free Awakening. I played hard mode first try.
I want to see how vanilla DMC3 works out, but I think in regards to like playing my main, like when it comes to like Nero, I feel like I'm gonna move to DMC5 to do more, like to learn more stylish stuff, and then come back to DMC4 to see how it compares to it, and
Oh.
see if I can do more exceeds and what have you. Because I did
Dude, need to talk about Nero and DMC5. They made him better after you beat the game.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
so much better. They gave him 2 exceeds. They gave him 2. If you press the Buster button, like, if you, like, plink it, like, with your attack button, it doesn't... It's like the Devil Trigger follow-ups, but outside a Devil Trigger.
Mhm.
And you can still do exceeds on top of that. That's
Ye-
amazing.
I
I
just-
wouldn't still.
Oh, go on.
I would compare it more to summon swords. It's like having summon swords. Because in Devil May Cry 4, if you're in Double Trigger, and I think the same thing applies to DMC5, if you're, let's say you do a streak, and then you do the shoot button during that streak, you shoot a summon sword. And so in this case, it's like you're swiping the sword and you're pressing the Buster arm, and you do several punches. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's pretty good because like sometimes you might do like a split, which knocks down,
Mhm.
but you cancel the knockdown with a punch, so you end up going downwards with the enemy still in the air.
Oh yeah. Also, another cool thing about Nero is they changed his Devil Trigger moves slightly to make them more comboable.
Yes.
Like if you do Caliber now with Nero in the air, the follow-up slash front will actually stop them from launching far away, so you can JC it,
Yeah.
and then they'll still be directly in front of you.
One of my favorite things they also added to just to Nero and the DMC series in general is air taunts, because with Nero, when you do his air taunt, I didn't figure this out until Pat and Wooly freaking Pat and Wooly made their bet about doing about basically like, yeah, you can't exceed while you're doing an air taunt, and then Wooly just fucking does it. It's not even just a regular exceed. He does the fucking max at first.
Yeah,
max
max
at
at.
first try.
It's pretty epic.
That's pretty
There's,
epic.
Natural.
however, one problem with Nero that I've noticed, and it's because of his DT and the summoned swords. There's actually a bug that causes Nero to get hurt by his own summoned swords. One
Is
of these
there?
summoned swords actually fucked up my DT buster on Malphas, and I was pissed because it just ended it. I'm like, nothing hit me except my own fucking summoned sword. Literally, it was my own summoned sword that hit me out of that shit.
Damn, I didn't know that could happen. That's pretty big.
But like back in saying, I've been trying to implement the air taunt exceed into my combos now. Well,
I still can't remember to do that shit.
I like doing it because it's fun. Because it's like you can like launch an enemy with a caliber and taunt, exceed, and then go double down into him. While
I've
he's,
only
like,
used
being
Dante's
breaker.
ecstasy since, roast throw and then throw shit in the air with it, because fucking ecstasy, my favorite move in DMC4 with Dante. Ecstasy. Ecstasy that, ecstasy this.
Yeah, that's his air taunt in 5 of them, right?
Yeah, whoever made Ecstasy as air taunt needs a raise. Like that
Yep.
specifically. Like, wow,
Ecstasy.
Lucifer's Rose is really good. What if we gave every weapon the ability to have that?
And now we do!
The only thing that, and this is more of a controller issue, is that it's kind of awkward to move the analog stick while you're taunting, and so that's something
Yeah.
that I have to like get used to. Besides that, it's really cool that they added air taunts that also do something. Like even with like Nero's air taunt, like you might think it doesn't do anything, but I mean, besides exceeding, you can implement it into combos to like move forwards in the air, like you do an air taunt, and because this is bringing it back to the punches that you can do with outside of DT, you can air taunt and you could press the Buster button during the air taunt, and you actually hit the enemy while you're moving around. That's pretty
Oh,
fun.
so you could potentially do like Gebra taunt and then have the punch hold them while you do the taunt.
Yes.
I gotta fucking try that now. I need to try that.
Thank you for the ideas, DK.
Yeah, that was really good.
I've seen that from other players, so it's not mostly my idea.
But
Yeah, but you're the one who told this could be done, so now we're gonna do it, man.
Alright.
I think when it came to V's air taunts, like his first one, I'm like, yeah, rock on.
Come on.
Come on. Like that's pretty cool. But I love his smoking sexy style air taunt because
Yeah.
he turns into fucking Willy Wonka. Like you like literally just you when you like put this cane in and then. If you put a cane into like a big enemy, he was already up in the air, so you could already just go into an air taunt, and then he'll just spin on the ground and go, "I envy your optimism," or whatever.
Flight of the Valkyries. Do 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 do.
His taunts are
I mean,
more
he's
goofier.
so precious.
His taunts are funnier when you consider that he's Virgil.
Yeah, exactly. He got all the dorkiness of Virgil in him that he never showed us because he just wants to be a stuck-up bitch.
Dude, he's too obsessed with power to show that he actually just wants to read poetry all day.
And be a total dork.
With some big brain stuff.
Come on.
I guess we can also talk about fucking just Virgil in general for now, since we're already on that.
As I always say, fuck Virgil.
He's playable in Cheat Engine.
He might be playable in later DLC since, you know, the Detamine stuff was kind of, you know, obvious.
I really, I was story-wise, when it came to Virgil, I really want, like, when it came to Virgil, I was kind of, I wouldn't say it was sad to see them in the demon world again, but I'm also like, they need to fucking do this so they can literally just either stop fighting or at least every once in a while set aside their differences to save the world again, you know? In regards to, like, the epilogue ending.
Dude, I think it's very clear they've made up in the Demon World, because they're having those play fights where just, oh man, you went on your knee, so that's it, this round ends.
I see.
And then when they're about to, like, square up again, they both just start smiling really happily. Like,
That's their life now.
Dude, that Dante face just before the demons interrupt is, like, the most, like, smug thing.
I mean, they also just kind of sat down together and like, well, this is gonna take forever. Kind of chilling there before starting the next round.
Mm-hmm.
Where did you learn to count? We're even.
So childish.
God,
I didn't like it as much. Because, Virgil spends his entire life trying to bring back the demon world or get more power, killing, like, thousands of people in the process. And then at the end, it's like, you know what? Me, Dante, and Virgil, we're gonna hang out in the demon world and play along because I'm not hanging around with like a mass murderer near me.
Well, sort of with what other people were trying to explain was that Virgil sort of can't be held accountable for what happened since it was only his evil demon side doing all the killing, and his human side was like, oh shit, I think my original self fucked up. I need to fix this.
Dude,
also, I'm dying, so I kind of want to live, sort of, even though I basically, well, it's still me, so it's complicated.
Bros, I can't believe Devil May Cry 5 copied the plot of Danny Phantom Ultimate Enemy.
Oh my
I
god.
can't believe it. Butch Hartman's gonna sue Capcom.
Oh shit.
Is this what
the
we're
thing
gonna go
about that
now?
though is that in DMC3 he also did kind of the same thing.
He did.
Big ass Terminate Groove.
The problem is, in DMC3, the whole place just seemed deserted. There was no people, there was no police, there was no any fucking army or helicopters coming to check out. Like, whoa, what the fuck?
Well,
There's a fucking tower
that-
coming in the middle of
That was
the
due to
city.
limitations.
That was
in
due to
interviews, they said that it was actually intended it was going to be like 8 missions before you even get in the tower. And it was just going to be going through the city.
And
but
watching
also, like,
dead people, right? I mean, like, I understand limitations, but someone could have actually, like, told us that there's actually casualties there, because all we're seeing is empty streets.
Well, it's implied because, like, well, first of all, if you're gonna open the door to the demon realm, you gotta know that demons are gonna be killing people. And secondly, like, when you go into the what's his name, the Love Planet, you see trails
Yeah.
of blood everywhere because obviously he got killed.
Yeah.
Well, true. I never really looked at that trail of blood like that. I'm like, cool, a trail of blood moves on.
Oh, you mean in the club? And the
Yeah.
bar?
Yeah.
Yeah. I noticed those trails of blood. Yeah, definitely. I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty
And,
sure people were here probably.
I mean, there were
Probably.
prompts too where something along the lines of like there were loud people here, but now everything's silent or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it was there. People died, and
Okay, so basically, let's just say that Virgil was a motherfucking asshole in 3, like he killed so many people, but is he still a motherfucking asshole in 5 while doing
Dude,
the same exact
in
thing?
DMC6, when Virgil activates his Devil Trigger, it just summons another giant tower in the middle of the battle arena. That's just a move he has now.
a tower on top of another tower.
Yeah, in DMC6, Dante, you know how like Dante got a motorcycle weapon? He's gonna get a fucking he's gonna get a truck weapon in DMC6. Like he's literally just gonna split the truck in half. Yeah.
He's gonna get a pouch of Cleefort seeds.
When will Dante wield the Devil May Cry van?
Aye. Yeah,
Free
playable
candy,
Nico when you just play in the van.
And Nico's like, yeah! Whenever Nico's like, Dante's like literally using the van, and Nico's just like putting the gas every time he hits a demon. That's fucking hilarious.
This is where we're going now.
Yeah.
What was everyone's favorite mission in the game?
That's a good question.
Let me actually look at the missions here. What do
Mine's
I actually
13.
love?
I would say
13.
13 would be. I would say. God,
I love playing that mission. I just ignore the spawners and just let
It's really hard to-
reoccurring enemies come at me.
It's really hard for me to decide since we have 3 characters. I would actually name missions for each specific character.
Well, see, that'd be 13 regardless because that allows all 3.
What the fuck? So in default it's 13 now. Okay, we're gonna go with that.
I think I'm gonna say 15 actually, because I really like the fact that as like Nero's last mission technically.
Yeah.
Nero's last mission technically, because I like the fact that you have 2 options you can go by. You can either go like the spiky way, or you can go the kind of nicer way, but with more challenges, more like epic not boss encounters, but like fight encounters, and you have the whole punchline mini game. Yeah. I really like that. Like I feel like that was probably one of Nero's best levels, because it's like tail end of the game, but it was also really fun to like choose your direction and also like find your way. I really enjoyed that.
I have a hard time choosing one because they're all pretty decent, or at least most of them are pretty decent, and I still have yet to beat D&D. So it also depends on like the enemy waves that they're giving me and how they act in D&D, because obviously like when they're in Double Trigger, they have different properties that may or may not be good.
The enemy waves are the same as Son of Sparta, except they've got more health and can Devil Trigger.
Well, the thing is that I didn't play through the Son of Sparta. I beat yours and to get DMD early.
Understandable.
So, but are you sure they're like completely the same in terms of enemy waves? Okay, interesting. Well, then when I get through the game, I'll probably get back at you. But I'd say that from what I experienced in Double Hunter, I'd say that maybe mission 2 or 3. I forgot which one was the demo mission. I don't know.
2.
I just like the aesthetic.
That was
of that.
2.
Yeah, mission 2, mission 12. The one that you said, mission 15, was. I don't know how to feel about that mission. I kind of got lost, but at the same time, I saw that hey, there's a lot of cool stuff like the
My last blue orb was hidden in that mission.
I still have yet to find all of them.
I still haven't found. Is there only like one? How many purple orb fragments are in the game? Is there only 4?
There's enough for 2 sets.
Fuck! I cannot find any of them. I've only found like 1.
Well,
Dude, the last one I found to get them all, it was like so obvious for Dante. It was like, wow, I really missed that, huh? It was in mission 12. All I did was when you get the Nidhogg hatchling, I just went open the upper area first, just turned right. Like, oh, okay.
There's at least 2 that I found in these missions. Like the one
majority
where
of them are in
he
the
actually
missions.
goes under the area, under Gilgamesh, going around there while trying to, not get stepped on.
Yeah.
There is like one in that one alcove, and then there's the was it the divergent point for V? There was this one place where you can actually see the other players. So when you're walking the path after the boss rush, so then there's a hole that you can actually jump into, and then there's one.
Oh, then fuck. That means I've collected 5 then.
There's also a blue orb in
I
the
just
hallucination area for V. Once you
Really?
get Griffin back, you can fly over to a blue orb.
Oh man, I didn't even check.
I didn't like. So was one. I haven't gotten this blue orb fragment, but I know where it is because I saw a stream of it. Somebody just freaking summons Nightmare, and then he breaks through a wall, and that wall had the blue orb fragment. And I'm just like, how was I supposed to know that?
You can use Griffin.
Which wall?
Oh, I know.
If you have
Mission
If you have
11.
tutorials on, it
No.
tells you to look out for. In the tutorial, it tells you with Nightmare to look out for walls that have like, I think it's like
Ah,
wooden
that point.
planks
Well,
on it.
that's when everyone should just activate Nightmare.
That's a mission. I know what you're talking about. That's mission 9, right? Or is it was either 8 or 9.
It was the one where you fight a Colossus. No, the Nidhogg.
Oh yeah, that's not. Nidhogg. That's
Oh,
4.
That's 4, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was.
Yeah. So if you summon Nightmare in one of the fights, he burst out through the wall like the Kool-Aid guy, and
Yeah.
the dude just shows that, oh hey, there's a blue orb fragment there, and I was like, oh crap.
There's a blue orb. A hatchling inside that building gets to another blue orb, and
Right.
that hatchling also unlocks the path to a secret mission to get another blue orb.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to look for that hatchling on my first playthrough, but I couldn't find a way. And then after I saw that on stream, I was like, oh, I understand now.
Yeah, I fucked that up the first playthrough. Second one I went through and I'm like, oh okay.
I got it the first time. I was like, ooh, what's this? And I'm like, hey, I found this thing. I guess I'll use it. And then I'm like, hey, I found another one. I guess I'll use it as well.
What was
And
it?
then I got some shit.
I'm glad there was never like a get fucked moment where they'd have like multiple doors and some just led to nothing. I'm really glad that never happened.
With the new like with the new L3 hold down L3 for the game to tell you where to go. I was like,
Oh,
yeah,
I didn't know that was a thing.
yeah. I figured out that was a thing before the game even came out because Spear Hunter mentioned it in her review, which was like, oh yeah, this was very useful, especially with exploration, because I'm like, if the game tells me to go that way, I can just go the other way, you know.
Mm.
So, and to help with exploration and like to find those extra goodies, but
Pretty much, if you want to find all the orb fragments, every time that you pass through a door, just turn the camera around 360.
Okay.
They'll find like at least 90%.
Yeah, press and hold L3 to like know where the game is telling you to go, and just don't go there.
Well, anyway, any other questions?
secret mission. What about secret missions?
I have yet to play a significant portion of them because I haven't unlocked many of them. I've played like maybe 3 or so, 4.
The one where you have to play Tony Hawk V Skater.
Oh,
I
there's
haven't
one
yet
of them?
found that one.
It's not really that one's not really a mission. It's more of a way to get to the mission, actually.
Oh, okay.
No,
Oh.
pretty much what happens is you're in the lady boss fight arena, the Artemis boss fight arena.
Yeah.
It's filled with bookcases, and you can just ride on Shadow and destroy them all.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. That's a mission, secret mission 3, I think.
Damn, I gotta find that one because that sounds kind of fun.
Dude,
Well, I
when
found a few of them and done them. There's basically the only one that I have not done, and of course I'm also missing stuff, is the one where V has to stay in the air and not actually touch the floor.
I did that one the other day. It's just like oh, do Kane.
No, you gotta run in a circle so you get the shadow to come out, and then when you run over a cliff with shadow, you do like a long jump. Then when you line up with the orb, you do the Kane teleport, and then you summon Griffin.
Interesting.
You can actually just jump off and mash Kane like 3 times, and then glide over with Griffin. Mash Kane 3 times, do the teleport, and then glide over with Griffin, and you'll make it.
I do enjoy how the secret missions are like this time around, like how you find them, because you're basically just looking for the markings, maybe, or you accidentally step on the spot where it actually is like, hey, there's a secret mission here, and look for the marking, because that's something I did. I was like, stepped on this person, there's a secret mission, where's the marking to look at?
It was
Like, I do enjoy that sort of like little looking, and then you're like, hey, there's some markings here. I wonder where the secret mission spot is.
Yeah.
Dude, when I first played the game, I turned off all the tutorials, so I didn't even realize that was how you unlock secret missions. But I found all 12 locations.
but you didn't even.
Basically,
But I
whenever
Why
didn't
you
see
like
that.
this, Joey?
Whenever you see spooky Satan blood, you know that you gotta find a spot.
Spooky Satan blood.
For that V secret mission, you can just also summon Nightmare and ride him to the finish line. I was thinking you can also do something like that, but yeah. Huh.
Wait, you can ride Nightmare to the finish line? That's epic. I'm not touching the floor. Nightmare's clearly on the floor.
Well, technically you aren't. It's not like basically if you're riding on a chair or some shit or like a rotor or like What if you did that secret mission as Dante and if
That
you're
reminds me of Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow, where to get over a massive spike pit, you have to use one of the souls. It makes was it Soma ride on like a massive what's it called, where there's like a bunch of people carrying like a platform with you on it. It's like one of those, and he's just sitting on a throne. It's like, thanks, skeletons, you're doing all the work.
Anyways, I think one of my my most hated one was probably my most hated one was the one with Phantom. I think was it Phantom.
Dude, that's the easiest.
I hated that one because I was trying to figure out how to fucking do it.
It's the first secret mission in the series.
Where you have to like, you have to shoot him in one shot. I was trying to figure out how to do it, and I'm like, okay,
It's actually not just shooting in this game. It's any attack after you've broken the scissors.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the one-shot thing happens DMC1, and there you can actually cheat by hitting it with the sword before you actually shoot, and it won't count the sword strike. But in this one, it's more like, well, you actually have to, actually hit it just once with anything.
Right.
Dude, when you first fight the shadow enemy, but you've also got Helter Skelter.
All right.
It was this Helter Skelter sucks, and I'm sad.
Well, it's only for breaking shields. Like, it doesn't really help in combos ever.
But I do use it in combos. I don't care about damage.
Or do you?
I don't. I
Oh.
really don't.
All right. I think
It's got my favorite Devil Break move.
for our last discussion I have here, because this was the news we were talking about recently, but also was found out today. So, it was apparently Ruben was saying that Itsuno, Mr. Itsuno was actually going to leave Capcom after DMC. So, if that were to happen, like if that actually did happen, what do you think? Where do you think Itsuno would move on to, and what game would he have made if he actually did leave Capcom?
He'd move on to Platinum and make another, and then they'd have another DMC clone made by another previous DMC dev. He'd make Bayonetta. He'd make the freaking was it the Gachi Bayonetta game real?
Bayonetta, you mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if like. I mean, first of all, I'm not very familiar with Itsuno's product. I don't really follow developers, so I don't know like what his other projects are. I don't play many games, so I don't really.
He did
think I know
Darkstalkers
him.
and Dragon's Dogma and Devil May Cry from 3 onwards.
I mean, the only developer I've been following is literally Hideki Kamiya, because I really like DMC1 and I like Okami and I like Beautiful Joe. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll just keep following this dude.
But I'll say that I don't know if he would join Platinum. I don't know like how close he is to Kamiya. If like just.
Me neither. I mean, if he would actually left, I would have just expected that he either goes into some other gaming company or actually starts his own from scratch.
Thing
But
is,
it really depends.
it's more of what was his name? I think back on what DK was saying. Kamiya and Itsuno are like, it's implied that they have a not too bad of a relationship because they actually got a picture together at TGS. Like, pictures can mean anything, but it also like most likely I wouldn't be surprised if he like discussed like DMC5 plot points and shit with him sometime. But yeah,
I mean, as far as I know, there was some discussion between him and Hideki Kamiya during the development of DMC3. Why is everyone suddenly quiet?
I have no idea, but I was stretching there. But I'm really glad that Itsuno. Sorry about that, Mike's peak. But I'm really glad that Itsuno that stayed at Capcom to give us DMC5, and I really hope that either he makes Dragon's Dogma 2 a new fighting game, or like takes a break from Devil May Cry at this moment, then works on another one. You know, then or gives it to another director or something. You know.
Yeah. I do want Itsuno to do what he wants, cause you know he can't do the same thing
Yeah.
forever. But if we're gonna like get DMC6, since Capcom does still own the domain name for DMC6, so I have high hopes unless they actually just let go of it at some point. But if they're gonna have like Itsuno will be doing his own thing, what he wants, and we actually get a new director. I just hope that the new director actually knows what they're doing, so we don't have to be like, oh god, what is this shit,
Yeah.
you know? And then we'll see DMC plummet into the darkness once again, unless Itsuno comes and saves us.
Yeah, the other thing we can also do is just give the series back to Ninja Theory. No.
Fuck that.
Surrender! Never surrender!
Oh, for fuck's sake, Joey.
I actually did buy a Combi Crisis DMC album when it came out. Not
Dude,
even...
I feel like really bad because Ninja Theory is like the only UK company that makes action games. It makes me feel bad.
Yeah, but they still suck at it. I barely
Yeah.
got Heavenly Sword to work on my PS3.
Dude, same.
The first copy of DMC Devil May Cry I bought for my PS3, it didn't even fucking work. It was a used copy, yes, but I was explaining on the DMC LP that it didn't even like it would install, it would get stuck in the installation, but when it finally went through, the title screen didn't even pop up. Like you would have So I'm like, if this Ninja Theory games or something, but I'm not gonna get too down on them now, since I'm like, I was pissed off initially that Hellblade was a success, but that was just me being salty about DMC Devil May Cry, and DMC5 didn't exist. But now that like both of them are surviving now and doing their own thing, I'm just like, you know what? They moved on to greener pastures. They are owned by Microsoft. Hopefully they can make some cool games that other people can enjoy, you know?
If they can finally get, you know, actual coders that know what the fuck they're doing, because the fact that the game basically doesn't want to start is a bad look.
Yeah.
Really bad. Like, actually make the game work on the fucking console. If anything, please, just make the fucking game work on the fucking console.
But yeah, that...
Was,
Oh, what were you saying?
what was that for Heavenly Sword?
I mean, it's literally Heavenly Sword. I don't know, haven't seen their other games, but considering that there were several people who complained that they barely got DMC to work on their consoles, and I had problems with Heavenly Sword, I was like, well, this is never gonna get fixed. Like, really.
I'm aware the demo, I think, might have bricks. There were some reports of, like, the DMC Devil May Cry demo bricking some consoles, apparently.
Oh my god.
Damn.
But,
It
Given the
keeps
state of that
getting
game, that doesn't
deeper.
surprise me. But
Yeah,
I
like,
remember those
actually
reports.
get someone who knows how to make these things work together.
Well,
It
Ninja
could've
Theory
been
is
much
now in
worse.
the Xbox dungeon.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, let's stop talking about Ninja Theory. I don't want to talk about this topic anymore. Anything else we need to speak of?
I think... there was, like, either one
Did
more or
any,
like...
did any of you get YouTube thumbnailed?
I got YouTube thumbnail to hell, and I hated it.
Like, did you have the game spoiled for you by YouTubers?
I got, like, the fact that Nero got a Devil Trigger spoiled from me. And I didn't see the design, but I saw, like, that Virgil was in the game, of course. Virgil trailer, fucking... a reaction video with Virgil's back right fucking there in the thumbnail, and I'm like... I posted that on Twitter, and...
They always say warning spoilers after they've spoiled it. It's
Yeah.
epic.
It's weird.
But it was I think it was handled better than how Kingdom Hearts 3 did it, because Kingdom Hearts 3 was like, hey, here's this 5-minute trailer that has every single goddamn plot point and even the final fucking area of the game. But yeah, it was DMC5's marketing was handled better than was handled pretty well in my opinion. But they could have done better without releasing that final trailer. Like, but they did warn people like, hey, y'all want to probably start muting shit before the trailer was posted, like days before the trailer was posted.
Wait, let me look this up quick because apparently DMC5 sales are meant to come out today.
Oh shit.
Let's see if there's any news on it.
I think if they're actually reported, then I think that's a great way to end to end this podcast on.
Okay. I don't know what. I would hope they were now.
Oh, speaking.
No, they're not out yet. Damn.
Oh, speaking of the whole lady thing, shit, I forgot to post it. Yeah.
I don't care about the censorship or anything.
Not the lady thing. I meant V's whatchamacallit.
Oh, the original concept design.
Yeah, girl V. Girl V. But yeah, I think we should about wrap it up since it's been like, let's see, shit. Yeah, we should about wrap it up.
We got everything all out of our chests.
Yes. Yeah, we got everything out of our chest and it's been like hour 21. Anyways.
Okay.
DK, where can we find you on social media?
Just follow my YouTube. I ran too much on Twitter, so I don't recommend following people.
So that's why you have the fucking hamster on your Twitter.
The what?
The hamster.
No, the hamster is kind of endearing, so I should probably change it just because it'll attract too many people.
Nah, don't change it, man.
It's a great hamster. But yeah, I have a YouTube channel. I just upload gameplay mostly. That's it.
All right. What about you, Hyena?
Well, obviously I can be found on Twitter. I don't tweet much. I only tweet if I make a new video, my stream, or maybe I just retweet some other people's ideas, opinions, and whatnot, and sometimes put the random comment there. It's Gaming Hyena, by the way. And of course, I have my own YouTube channel, which is, well, Hyena12. And I'm a little thing and I do whatever I want there when I feel like it. I've been procrastinating with it again because I've been playing DMC5. It will explain everything.
Understandable.
Procrastinating is a bad habit of mine. So I understand.
Yep. Mr. Joey?
I have a Twitter. That's about it. I don't really upload anything except just joke videos.
All right, y'all don't know who I am. Sonic Kick, Twitter, Sonic Kick 2, YouTube, /Sonic Kick. Hyena and I have a Let's Play channel called Hog and Hyena. Yeah, and we're doing DMC Devil. Not doing it. It's done, but like we're uploading DMC Devil May Cry every Thursday. And other than that, yeah, this Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Sonic Kick. And I think that's about it. Yeah.
Also, did you make another Twitter account? Because I'm pretty sure I was following you, but I don't.
Yeah, I did. What happened is like my original Twitter account actually got fucking suspended because I put my birthday in there.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Underage.
Yeah, and they thought I was underage, and I'm fucking 21. I just turned 21. Like, I got suspended on my birthday.
Oh.
Happy birthday, here's a suspension.
Just because I put in my birthday and they don't think I'm 21, and I've had that account for like what, 8 years?
Right.
And they're just like, fuck you, Lamau. So I had to make a new one. And I hated doing it because like I lost all my cool followers and all my clout. But I'm like, so I started over from scratch, but I've been enjoying. I do prefer my new Twitter account. So if I ever went back to my old one, I would go, deleting it.
Yeah, it's kind of good sometimes to start from scratch. Kind of like, okay,
yeah,
new year, new me, but then you're just like, oh shit, back on my bullshit.
Yeah, but I'm also like, yeah, watch what I tweet like a bit more now. So I'm like, rather than being like really, really stupid at some points. But yeah.
Yeah, I considered doing that, but I was like, nah, I'm too lazy.
Anyway, thanks again to Twitch chat for stopping by, chatting with us, and I think Swan was here. They had to leave, so yeah, thanks again for chatting with us. And this should be uploaded on YouTube, hopefully tonight, but like kind of unedited. But yeah, thanks again for stopping by, and we'll see you all later. But peace out, bye bye.